Shalom, back with part 4. All right, this is X. It's going to get real bad out here. Let's continue. Again, let's pick it up here at I'll start again at verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. Those powers are talking about your world leaders of the nations, all right, and governments, all right, of the kingdoms, all right, and fear what? And fear of the ICBMs, which ultimately is going to come, people. And again, they're not in charge of that. It is the will of the Lord, okay? The Lord will put his will on these other nations like Russia, okay, and the other nations along with Russia like China, Iran, everyone that has ICBM capability, and they're going to what? They're going to destroy the corporate state of Israel as well as America. And that's all in the scriptures. So it has nothing to do with somebody's personal thoughts or opinions, saying, oh, the missiles don't come, oh, I don't believe the missiles exist, or whatever. That's what the scriptures say, people. It is the testimony of the Lord, and his counsel shall stand. Okay? So people who, right, we read it already, don't let the incredulity of them bother you. All right? Incredulity meaning, the unbelievers, they're going to die in their unbelief. We read that already. Okay? So, again, and the powers shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come? See that? Behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, for people to repent. And many people are not going to repent. Okay, and that's also covered in the scriptures. I believe, what is that? Revelations, the 9th chapter? It's covered. And this is after the missiles have been sent. Okay, because, they're going to be survivors because people have bunkers. Okay? And not particularly here in America, but down there. All right? In the Eastern Hemisphere. Okay? But here, you know that they have their places, their bunkers in the rocks and all that. Okay? And they have underwater bunkers, all that, people. All right? So, verse 20. But all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, you see? From all these things, they won't turn from their wickedness. So you see, it's covered even right here. Nor be always mindful of the scourges. You see that? Let's jump down to verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. You see that? Again, what would that be if you perish from the famine? That's your judgment. Okay? Whether you're an Israelite or not. That's your judgment. And the others that escape the hunger, that escape the famine, shall the sword destroy, which could be either from the ICBM, that you're going to be fuel for that thermonuclear fire, you're going to be part of that lake of fire, that you're going to burn with Esau and the other heathen nations. Okay? You Israelites, you 2/3 cup. Okay? Or it could be from the concentrated laser fire from the chariot. While you people are out there yelling, oh, Jesus, save me, oh, Jehovah, you're going to get zapped. All right? You understand that, people? And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. All right? Give me a minute. All right, Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That means they have covering. Okay? You understand that? And obviously you need covering. And if you're not covered, like when you go back to the garden and you talk about Adam and Eve and it gets to the part where it talks about, how they're naked, it's not talking about them not having any clothes, people. It's an allegory. It's talking about that they lost that covering by not taking heed to the word of the Lord. Okay? And it was the woman that did that. It started with her listening to the serpent. The serpent is not a talking snake, but man. Again, in the allegory. You understand that, people? Okay? So you need the covering of the Lord. Okay? And I will say that the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge, my fortress, and my God power. In him will I trust. See that? Covering. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, who is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and from the noisome pestilence. You see that? The ICBMs. Okay? Or the plagues that you cannot see. You understand that? Again, covering from the Lord. He shall surely deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. All right? He shall cover thee with his feathers. What's that? The angels. Okay? And under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. You see that? Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, which you cannot see, those viruses, those plagues, right? Like disease X, all right? Do you understand, people? Are you seeing it? You get the understanding? Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. You see that? It won't come near you if you have the covering of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Do you understand that, people? Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. The Two-Thirds Club, as well as Esau, Edom, and the other heathen nations. You understand that, people? Okay, and because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. You see that? The Lord assures you of that. All right? For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways, right? So you don't stumble over your foot, as it will tell you in the next verse there. All right, but let's jump down here. What does it say here? And because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him, and I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And the Lord asks you whether or not you know his name. All right? What is that? Proverbs 30:4. Go read it. Okay? And it's not Jehovah and it's not Jesus. It's Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay? He shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. Right? Jacob's trouble, people. Okay? And I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Hope you all were edified. I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.